Hello everybody and welcome back to Survival Challenge. So we're getting very close now to the end of harvesting all the fields. We do only have the big sugar beet field plus the canola field. Wow, we have actually done this really quickly. So the canola field will be coming up pretty soon, but we really need to get cracking with the sugar beet harvest. So I think what we're going to do is cut some of the sugar beets. We'll have to get the bucket for that, which will process it. We're not going to do too much, but we'll do a bit. And then I guess the rest of it will be sold. Now we are in October, and most crops are best in December, but yeah, this is sort of the harvesting time anyway, so maybe the price for this is going to be better, I don't know, maybe in the summer. We'll have to check. We'll have to see exactly what the situation is. But to begin with, I'm just going to go around the headland so that the worker can figure it out, basically, so it doesn't have things to contend with and to crash into. It's always nice to drive this. The sugar beet is one of those crops which I think is really fun to begin with, but then it does go on for a bit, and it's nice to jump to other jobs as well. But yeah, certainly nice short term. But I can see why different modders do create these like triple size headers. So it's like this header, but to the left and to the right as well. So we're tripling the overall working width, and even that would probably only make it about the same size as a average size combine header. Yeah, they are quite small headers for these machines, and it's an absolute beast of a machine. It's massive. It's actually the biggest, I think. I think it is the biggest that we can use. So only 22% full, but I will unload, because we might as well. The trailer is here, and I don't think we're quite quarter of the way around. No, we're not. So I wouldn't actually make it a full lap, and I probably still won't make it a full lap. Right, there we go. Right, so we just put the conveyor belt back up. As for other jobs, well, we always have the cows. I know the total mixed ration production has now stopped again because we've run out of hay. We've got more hay in storage. Whether or not we need to replenish it, I'm not too sure. Probably don't, because it has produced 33,000 litres of TMR. I was just going to check and see if Chainsaw was over there. Where is Chainsaw? He's in the yard. Oh, he's doing the wheat, I think, for the chickens. I did actually do it, but the trailer is empty. I think I'm right with that figure. I know it's around 33. Right, okay, so yeah, let me just finish the first headland. I suppose, I don't know, one lap is going to be enough, I suppose. I don't know. Because the carting is the big job. And actually what we might need to do is have two big trailers. And then both cart, especially if we're going to alternate between carting and chopping. We might chop some beet up, like I said. It does need to go on a front loader. It's a shame we can't get it for a wheel loader, but there you go. Oh, actually, before I do start the times, I was just going to mention the new Survival Challenge series, which we'll do in FS22. Yeah, I haven't actually looked into the details of when the dedicated servers are available. I'm guessing they'll be out immediately at launch day, I guess. So hopefully we can start to do a new Survival Challenge series on the American map immediately. That would be great. So that is the plan. But obviously if the dedicated servers aren't quite ready, then it might have to wait a few days. So there is 56,000 litres of raw sugar beet from the previous harvest still processing in the factory for sugar, which we are then turning into sweets. So we definitely do not want to be adding any more raw sugar beet. It's just going to be wasted because it won't ever get processed. But we can do some chopped, but not too much. Again, it probably doesn't want to be any more than what I've already dropped over there. I've just taken a load, as you've seen. Even that is probably going to take a little while to chop. Because how big is the bucket? It's either 2,500 or 4,000 litres, or maybe 4,500 litres. I have a vague memory of it. It was bigger than a standard bucket. It wasn't 1,000. Oh, okay, so it's 2,300. Right. So it's not that big. And it would take still a little while to do what we've done. If we don't want to do everything I've done, then we can just bring the big mega bucket and pick that back up again and put it into a trailer. But anyway, the harvester can go back onto a worker. As you can see, we've got a nice straight line here, so we can follow that. Yes, this is the tractor which I was going to use, although if we got 2 buckets, we probably don't want to get 2 buckets, but if we did, then we could do double chopping. We could both chop. But I think it is going to be nice just to revisit this chopping bucket, because I think I've used it once, maybe, on the Obelu series, but yeah, it's just not something I've ever really needed to do, because, well, I've always just put it into, whenever we've done a sugar beet, we've either just sold it straight off or we've put it into the production and let it finish. This is a bit different. We actually have a deadline for this. FS25 is the deadline. We don't want to be continuing with this series into FS25's release. Okay, let's just have a look here. Front loader tools, and it is £15,500. It's like debatable, isn't it? It's not, maybe not worth it, but then sweets are worth quite a significant amount of money, so it's not like we're doing this just to move a little bit of grain around. This is to produce a very expensive product. Well, I know sweets are supposed to be really cheap, but yeah, when it comes to pallet loads of sweets, it's a bit different. Right, so let's make a start. Yeah, so it's a hydraulically driven bucket. I know it just looks like a fancy shiny bucket, but no, this actually does have hydraulic motors and stuff. It's got a hydraulic motor to turn. Must be a belt in here, probably a double V belt or something. And we've got this mechanism, this roller with teeth to chomp it, chompy chomp. And yeah, we'll put it to here. Actually, I'll switch it on first, if we can. Can we switch it on first? Probably not. Okay, you have to have something in the bucket. Oh no, I'm spilling it. Right, so we have to do it over the pit. Okay, now I know. That just confirms that it's been a while since I last used this. So yeah, it probably doesn't take too long. Yeah, so yeah, it does that and it drops it at the bottom. Of course, it doesn't have any kind of hopper. It is a good system. And we need to make sure we activate as soon as possible the cut sugar beet. I've been calling it chopped, haven't I? Well, it's the same thing. Although maybe chopped is a better word for it, because cut sort of implies it's been cut nice and uniformly with a knife, but this looks more like a mulcher. It's all mulched up. It's just chomping away. Well, yeah, you probably can get through it pretty quickly, a pile like this, if you're dedicated on it, and we will be. I'll probably do a time-lapse of just doing this, but I think the important thing is to keep the pile of raw sugar beet as close to the pit as possible. I can't get a lot closer, but I suppose I could get a little bit closer. If only it was a bigger bucket. If you could have this for the wheel loader. I don't think you can, but there might be a mod for it. Oh, that's weird. Okay. I think it glitched. It showed that it was still working, but it wasn't. So, as usual, switching off and on was the solution. See if I can scoop that up. Nice. Although, yeah, probably have to tip it. Right, well, the worker is probably almost full, or maybe it is full. So I'll just leave a bucket, cutting it up, chopping it up. Chainsaw is doing the massive load of sugar. I actually did put all these on the front in the previous episode. Now he's loading the back, and there is a lot. There's a serious amount here. I would love to help out, but of course we do need to keep this moving, and it's about to stop. It's on 98%. Okay. Well, there we go. Yeah, so as for best prices, it is December, January time. We're currently getting 229 if we wanted to, which is actually not too bad. 264 is around the peak in January. We're here, so it gets down to 172, or maybe even lower. So it's not terrible. It's definitely not terrible. We are full again. Shall I sell the beet straight away? See, if we held on to it until January, we could get more, but then we're going to have to make a massive pile somewhere, or we could just not harvest the field yet. But we actually, well, we don't have anything else to do, so I think we're just going to have to. It's not like we're short of cash. Yes, I think we're doing all right. And it was the store, wasn't it, that was offering the best price? Indeed. Yeah, market stall is usually the best, but that's only 222. We can get 229. So we will do. Oh, that's heavy. That's very heavy. So here we go, a full load of sugar beet. It's actually the first full load of sugar beet we've sold, because all of the previous harvest went into the sugar mill. And that's why we're seeing so much sugar being turned into sweets. 13,594. So yeah, that is evidence that it's definitely worth turning it into sweets if you can do. But we are just inundated with sugar beet, and we just can't process it. We would have to get another sugar mill. It would be the only solution, and that would probably be another £100,000. So we're not going to do that at this stage.
We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Baby, while we're young, oh, baby, while we're young, oh, baby, while we're young.
Everything seems to be running like a well-oiled machine, and we have, by the look of it, another full load of the harvester, maybe almost a full load. So yeah, it is filling very quickly. I think we are going to have to take another bit of sugar beet over to the bucket to chop it up, but maybe not a full one. I don't know. I don't know. It is labour intensive. As I said, if two of us were doing it, then it probably would be fast, but then we'd have to spend another £15,500, which we probably don't want to do. Also, Chainsaw is busy with other stuff, so oh, I don't know. We've got half a trailer load here. Maybe I should take this. Yeah, it would take 14 or 15 loads to process this trailer. Also, we have money coming in, quite a lot as well. I think it must be the sugar, the sweets, which Chainsaw is selling there. That's over 100,000 litres. I seem to have calculated. Yes, it's over 100,000. And more. It just keeps on coming. So anyway, yes, I have decided to change the orientation of my tractor. I'm going like that. Then I don't just keep turning around. It's literally just forwards and backwards. So hopefully that is better. The money just keeps on going. Shame it wasn't one big lump sum, but it must be getting on for 200,000. Oh, a bit more. Still going. Wow. So we're getting closer to 2 million. And remember, we started off with 0 in the account. Absolutely nothing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, yeah. Better keep going with this. I don't know why it keeps dumping it on the ground. Like sometimes it doesn't recognise the pit. It's alright, I can just scoop it up again, but it's a little bit annoying. Is that a light? Oh, it is. If we're still here when it goes dark, we might need to switch it on. If we can do. I don't know if we can. Right, okay. Yes, it's quite a monotonous job. It's just literally forwards, backwards. Well, actually, it's forwards, backwards, switch on the bucket, forwards, backwards. It's definitely an easy job. I haven't checked to see how much we've done. Oh, crikey. 40,000 litres. Well, no, I don't know. What is the cycle time on that? 4,800. Yes, we don't want to be doing any more. Definitely no more trailer loads. I think we'll get this processed. I think we will, but we'll have to see. Right, obviously you got a bit sidetracked there doing the chopping up of the sugar beet. Not quite finished, but we're almost there, and yeah, we do have almost 70,000 litres. This is just, even though we've now got two different types of sugar, technically, well, not technically, technically it's one. It's just one is solid, one is processed, one is cut. Yeah, these are still not getting fed enough sugar. We just can't produce sugar fast enough. But I think, I'm pretty sure we will get everything processed in time. This load is once again going to be going over to the sell point. We do as well need to be selling everything that we don't need. I don't think that's really going to be happening too much in this episode because we are very busy with this particular field. But it is going to have to happen at some point. I think that is the plan. I think the plan is to sell the machinery but not sell the land. And not sell the buildings. So it's never going to be a true final figure, because we literally did start off with nothing in the bank. And we had one plot of land, two small tractors, and two small trailers as well. Bit different now. It is a bit different. Right, so we'll just go and get rid of this. I reckon we're going to keep getting the same amount for every load. The price isn't really changing too much. It's up to, yes, what is it, £3, sorry, £2 more for every 1,000 litres now. Not significant, but it is a bit higher at least. So much for supply and demand. There's chainsaw in the background. We're almost there. Yep, we have just got a few bucket loads left. Probably 3. It does, it keeps doing... maybe it's because I'm not lifting the bucket high enough. It keeps just dumping it on top of the pit. Anyway. Don't need to worry about it too much, because we're almost there. Back to chainsaw. Gotta keep this moving. Looks like he's almost full. Wow, that was close. Oh no! Ah, I hit him. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. This might be getting on for a full load. I would not be surprised if this is about 80%. $73. Thank you to everybody about your comments, for your comments in the previous episode. About, you know, just a really noisy minority of people who like to complain. It does, like, I've noticed, Chainsaw's noticed as well, that there are quite a few people in his comment section who seem to absolutely hate me for some reason. I don't know why. And I literally cannot do anything right. Nothing. Doesn't matter what I do, there's always something that I've done to hold Chainsaw back in some way, or hold the farm back in some way. So I literally can't win. But as many people in my comment section have pointed out, and I'm not saying that all of his viewers are terrible or anything, because I know that a lot of people who watch him also watch me, and I'm sure all the people who don't watch me and do watch him are also very good. But there are a few, and I don't know why. I guess they have problems, but personal issues in real life. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They just do not want to support me in any way. I don't understand it, but yeah, many people have said that they are just attention seeking, and yeah, shouldn't let it bother me at all. So thank you to those people. I do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Like, I have no issues at all with constructive criticism, but when you're blatantly just trying to pick fault with everything, it's just weird. It's really weird that you're trying to upset someone. At the end of the day, all I'm trying to do is create entertaining videos for your enjoyment and for my enjoyment. So if you don't enjoy it, then it's probably best that you move on. Let's go again. Another load. And no more for the top yard. We're going to have to sell that bucket, I think. But it has done its job, and it will have definitely paid for itself. The sooner we can get rid of it, the better as well, because obviously the older it gets, the more it depreciates. And I know that we've only had it a few minutes, but in this game, depreciation is quite fast, and well, every hour counts. So anyway, that's Chainsaw empty again. We'll have to come back to him in a second. There is space for a bit more. Oh no, there isn't. Right. Yeah, so I just need to do the final tidy up. I'll just get that. I know I have spilt some over there as well. I'll get that as well. And then we're done. And actually, I think that's been a lot faster than I was initially expecting. I knew it was going to be quite slow. But when I saw how many litres we'd already done, I was quite pleased. That was impressive. I probably didn't need to be pleased or impressed. But simple things like that are quite impressive. It's not like we had a shortage of sweets or anything, so we weren't desperate to put more sugar in here, more sugar beet in here. But it just made sense. Maximise our profits. Okay, there we go. We're done. So we have a grand total of 70, well, it was probably 80 something. It will have already processed some. It's about 80,000 cut sugar beet. Very good indeed. And actually that is for creating byproducts, but we do have these byproducts set to sell instantly. So money is trickling in, and it really isn't much at all. We did actually get them to store initially, and I loaded them all up and sold them, and we got next to nothing. So they're just best selling straight off the production here. Okay then, so we'll take this back. We'll see how much we can get for it. There will have been a fairly scary depreciation, because the moment we use it, of course, it is considered used and no longer new. So if it was 15.5, I wouldn't be surprised if it's down to 9,000. Several £1,000s depreciation for less than an hour's use, but that's just the way it is. Right, sorry about that. My video recording software just crashed, and we missed selling the bucket, but I can tell you that it hadn't depreciated as much as I thought. It was 13,500, so actually it only depreciated £2,000, although we did have to spend a ridiculous £450 to repaint it. So I suppose, yeah, the depreciation was about £2,500. But still, not as low as 9. I suppose it's because we haven't rested. If we were to rest, move into a new month, that will really increase the depreciation rate. Okay, right, so here we are back. I was just helping out Chainsaw, of course. I'll get into the sugar beet harvester. It's on a worker. But yeah, we'll get this finished off. And this is the end. We're going to sell the harvester. We do have almost 20,000 litres to sell. And Chainsaw has just opened the silage pit because that has finished fermenting. So he is getting a load of silage out of there. It's going to be another nice source of income. But selling this machine is going to put us into the 2 millions. So that's a nice way to finish. Yep, very expensive machine. We've used it for 3.6 hours, but we have done a lot with it. Not the usual way to unload, but it works. Well, it will do. If I align it properly. There we go. Oh, I hope that in FS22 this looks better, because it's like these bits. You can't see proper, full-size sugar beet. It's just, yeah, it's weird. It's like bits, clumps. Yeah, hopefully that is improved. Right, let's get this sold. It's snowing. We got done just in time. Although, yeah, we can actually do this in the snow. Oh, I'm stuck on the corner. Right, there we go. So, the header, 43,000, but we're going to spend 15,800 to repaint it. So 61. We do profit, by the way, by repainting. Not much, but we do a bit. And 289. £85,000 to repaint it. So it is a 3.6 hours. £85,000 for full machine repaint. Yep, again, hopefully that is adjusted in FS22. Plus 3,000, you don't even get in the 85,000, you don't even get the repair, so 3,276. So 387. We had to spend a fair chunk there though. And yes, we are now on £2.2 million. Wow. We have never come anywhere near this, have we, in Survival Challenge? We can't have done. Because this has taken so much work. Anyway, there is the trailer. Chainsaw is loading up both. Nice. I'm guessing he's doing that because the price is not at its best. Sell it when there's a higher price. So it's currently 326. And in January it's better 338. It's not going to go up much, but I'll just ask him. How much is left? 138. Okay, so we are selling them now. Yeah, there is no real reason for holding back because the price isn't going to go up by too much. Off we go. I think next episode we will be selling some stuff, and I think we'll probably actually be passing through 2 months because I'm not too sure if that canola is going to be ready. It might not be. It'll probably still be flowering. But anyway, 2 full silage trail loads. Chainsaws is higher capacity. Not by too much, but by a bit. So he's going to get more. Oh, if I can start selling it at the same time, we could get one figure. But I think that's going to be quite tricky. Yeah, we'll have to do one then the other. It's amazing how much produce this store purchases. We'll have to get some more tables. And now my turn. So Chains have got over £20,000. It is a deluge of silage. Oh, oh, that's mesmerising. So is the snow. Right, what do we get? Just less than 20? 15? Yeah. To be expected. With our double sugar input, we are producing lots of sweets, as you can see over there. Anyway, we'll put this over here, ready for next time. I'll put it here actually, because then the lorry can reverse back, and then we can load this. So, thank you so much for watching, everybody. As always, there's a link down below to Chainsaw's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.